We come head to head with our old team, Southampton, who have just sacked Brendan Rodgers. So maybe, might be good or it might be bad for us. They might be going, yay, thank God Rodgers has finally gone. Don't know if I was like that at Liverpool, when this man came in. Stay in a real picture I could find of him. But I don't know what I'm talking about. But we've got Southampton today, our old team. And also, we are playing in the Carabao Cup 4th round against Peterborough. So it could be a massive episode in terms of we can beat Southampton, who are really struggling, by the way. And we can get into the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. What's not to love? Roll the intro.
Goes Pompey, 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 you're the team. Pompey, 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 you're the cream. Pompey, you're the greatest, and we'll keep following you. We'll keep following Pompey, following the boys in blue.
Hello there folks and welcome back to episode 5 of season 2 of the Football Manager 2018 save with Portsmouth. Obviously we're in the Championship now, and today, as I said earlier, we've got two really big games with one in between that we're not going to show because I thought we've got to show us go back to Southampton. It's so ironic really that we were 2 leagues apart last season and now they're below us in the Championship. Okay, it's only by 6 points, but they've had a really bad start to the season as a result of obviously sacked Brendan Rodgers. They've sacked him, they haven't shacked him. I hope that, just to be clear, I used the word S-H-A-C-K rather than anything else you might suggest in the comments. 3 away games anyway in the next 3. We've got Southampton, Huddersfield and Posh, and obviously the Posh game we will show after this game. So let's have a look at how we've been doing since we've been with you now. It's not been too well. We lost to the bottom team, Nottingham Forest, just don't know what happened. Obviously we beat City, and then form's been going down a little bit. We lost to Forest, and ironically, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we lost 3-1 to Wolves, but we played extremely well, especially the second half, because the second half we made a lot of chances. I'll just have a look at the game in terms of the stats, and, where is the stats? Is it analysis? Somewhere here? There we go, 15 shots to their 8. We had a lot of shots, 6 of them were on target, and at the end of the day, their goalkeeper, their defence played really well, but we didn't play too well at the first half, so the game is really gone within the first half. If Ahmed scoring 2 goals and a Banks-Lendl scoring an own goal against his old team, which is a little bit awkward. But after that, we beat Cardiff 2-0, which meant a goal for Chris Long, and then finally a weighted goal for Adam Armstrong. His first one, I think it might even be his first one this season, in fact. Yes, I think it is, to be honest. Let's just have a quick check. I don't want to make sure I get my facts wrong or anything. It is his first goal this season. It's gone really flat after a brilliant League One season. And hopefully he can score a little bit more now. But in away games, we've had to use a little bit of a different tactic. It's the 4-2-3-1 I use on some clubs. And it just works a little bit better. So for today's game, we've got Ryan Allsop in goal. Love, Burgess, Watmore and Wiggins at the back. I'll explain Love rather than Tops at the back in a minute. Myler and Brown in the middle. And then Lowe, Pittman and Adekanya on the attacking midfield, and then Chris Long up front with McGee, Landell, McCrory, Close, Bennett, Naismith and McAlinder on the bench. That was a mouthful, wasn't it? Into the medical centre then. One of our key players, Nathan Thompson, of course, is the captain. He's out with an abdominal strain now for between 8 days and 4 weeks. Now, obviously, that length is very vague in terms of his length, so it's going to be quite tricky to know when he's going to come back. But I think Donald Love can get into that position anyway quite comfortably. And then Connor Chaplin is out with a twisted ankle with between a week and 2 weeks, which isn't too bad because he's not one of our key players. And then Brett Pittman's got a little bit of a concussion, but he should be okay to play today, and he's really the best option to play there. So I think that should be all in order. Maybe, though, just to be on the safe side, we might promote Brown to there and put Adam May on, just to be on the safe side for this game today against Southampton. Now, shall we just get straight into it? Yes, let's. I don't think I've got to talk to you folks about anything. I just want to clear up that obviously there wasn't a stream last night as you were watching this. I just didn't really feel up to it. Plus the fact my mum's been really ill the last few days since Saturday. Something she had over Christmas has just recurred again, and she's been in bed, which is kind of like 2 rooms across. So I didn't really want to talk for 2 hours at the end of the day. But that's not the only excuse. I'm not, doing a rubbish excuse or anything. It's just I didn't really fancy it, and with all that, I just didn't really fancy it, and I wasn't really going to do a video tonight for tomorrow. But I thought, it's 9 o'clock. I thought, I may as well keep up the daily content because once that starts to slip, I think everything starts to slip a little bit. So we want to make sure we keep consistent. But I am really enjoying this. That's the most important thing. Low into long, and it's a goal already. Obviously, I've just forgot, of course. This is technically like a Southern Coast derby sort of thing. I don't know, but I didn't show you the Southampton team before we started. But it looks like they made quite a few changes. But Low in the box, he puts it in for the Trecatista long, and he puts a header right in the back of the net past Alex Smithies. Now, Jack Stevens we had In fact, there's only one player from that starting 11 who we had in the squad. Obviously, Harry Lewis, Gallagher, Hesketh, Ward-Prowse and Redmond all on the bench. But obviously, going down to the Championship is going to have big implications for Southampton. But Daley Blind playing in the Championship is quite incredible. And I think Brendan Galloway being in the Championship is quite incredible also. And Ki Sung Young as well. You know, I think they should have a squad that goes up to the Premier League, which is why it's such a surprise that they've had such a bad start. And under Brendan Rodgers as well, because as much as it kind of pains me to say this, Brendan Rodgers is a good manager. He just didn't succeed at Liverpool. But also, with a very good, impressive stop from a Daley Blind shot. Now, you don't really expect Daley Blind to take too many shots, but Preston are losing in their game against whoever they're playing, which means we're in the playoffs again, which, with our slightly poor run of form, is quite incredible. Lovely ball out from Allsop, and we need to improve our defending. It's slacking a little bit, and I think we might concede here, but May gets it out. Brown. Myler, get it up to the strikers. Lovely ball from Myler to Long. He's in the box. He shoots. That probably wasn't the best that he's done in his career, but oh well, there we go. We're going to change some of these to full-back on attack, because Wiggins just likes to play as a full-back on attack. Deeper defensive line, I think that's crucial. We'll keep that going very up there. A bit more disciplined, and I think that's okay. You know, we're 1-0 up, and I think that's good. So, here we go then for the next 82 minutes of this game against Southampton. Now, Adekanya's played really well recently. He got an assist in the last game for the Armstrong goal, I think, and got an 8.9 and played really well. But I praised him. I said, well done, Bobby. And he didn't really have any of it. He said, well, blah, 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 all this nonsense about, well, let me just get on with my game. Well, I thought, well, I'm only praising you. Most players would love that, but clearly not. Let him get on with it, I suppose. Myler to Low. Can he get his second assist of the day? Ki Sung Young cuts that one out for the moment. Galloway back to Smith. This is dangerous from Southampton, but it seems they've got rid of that situation. Olowski, Townsend, number 4 should really get onto that. Look, Lescano scores for Southampton. I'd be a brilliant commentator, wouldn't I? Let's just check. Let's just check who's actually scored the goal for about 5 seconds. I can't even pronounce his name. But Olowski through to Townsend, in which number 4, which is I want to say Donald Love, should have got to, and it wasn't. Lescano scores a very impressive goal. I think we are going to need to go back to counter-attacking because we're being dominated in terms of possession. Counter-attacking, as FM puts beautifully, is when in most situations you are unlikely to win possession. So, kind of makes sense, and that's worked for us, it seems. We've had a lot more shots, but we are out of the playoffs at the moment. But of course, it's not over till it's over the game today. Lovely head-on from Myler, and Myler working very hard, which is what I like to see from the players. And you'll always get a good shifting from Myler. Credit to signing now, I think, really. Really good signing in terms of him coming in for free, and it's 2-1 Southampton. Dear me, what a fall from grace that was. 1-0 up, 4 minutes in. I thought, oh, we could smash these here. Not quite the case. They're 2-1 up, and that's just before half-time. So that's a bit of a crushing blow, but if we give the players a bit of a slap on the wrist, then hopefully that'll... Oh, shocking from Allsop. Ki Sung Young. Right, Wiggins, sort it out, pal. What more? Allsop, get it out. Adekanye, can he inspire his magic? Myler, Brown, Adekanye. Lovely ball up to Long. It's just him up front by himself, though. I'm fearing for this a little bit. Long shoot. Oh, that was quite close, though, to be fair, for Chris Long. We might go back to the 4-2-2 because I think he's struggling up there by himself. And Brown might come off in place of McAlinden because McAlinden, although hasn't been doing brilliantly recently, Brown's only on a 6.4. No, you did not do well this half. Apparently it was brilliant, but no, it wasn't brilliant. But we'll play Long with McAlinden up front. And we'll go back to our previous tactics in terms of playing Wiggins as a defensive fullback, because clearly that's changed the game quite dramatically. But we'll keep to all this. I'm quite happy with that. Just a bit of a deeper defence. Yeah, it looks all in shape to me, I think. But I thought we did really well when we signed, what's-his-face? David Myler is on the ball now, because we got him on a free, and we're only paying him about £700,000 a week. I'm really tight with wage control, because finance is a big thing in clubs. I've been at clubs like Hensford where we've really struggled, and it's just natural for me to haggle with negotiations, however big a club I'm at. Unless you're Man City, you can't really afford to do silly stuff like that. But a nice ball up from our defence, but it goes straight back to the Southampton defence. Ki Sung Young to Unas. Hopefully we can get the ball back off them soon. Ward-Prowse, Townsend, don't be 2 goals in front. Lovely stuff. Adekanye, McAlinden. Oh, stupid pass from McAlinden there. They're back through again. Unas to Lescano. And it seems our half-time team talk has made little difference. Within a few minutes, they are back up again 3-1. It's not good enough. It's really not. today. And I wonder whether the win against Cardiff was a bit of luck, perhaps. And, well, our away form's pretty shocking. I think that's fair. And I don't quite know how to nip that one in the bud. But if our strikers start scoring again, it's happy days. But, at the other token, we shouldn't really be conceding 3. Chris Long, Adekanye. Lovely ball up to McAlinden. Oh, that's so unlucky. Things just haven't been running for McAlinden the last few games. Just off the post, that was. If you're not watching and you're just relying on my commentary. Just off the near post. And that was really gutting. It beat the goalkeeper, Alex Smithies, anyway, to say the least. But we need 2 goals to get back into this game. And I cannot see where they are going to come from, realistically. Which is a bit of a worry. But apparently, Luke McGee's... that's bizarre. Luke McGee's morale's gone down really badly. I don't quite know why. Maybe because Allsop's getting a few games. But if he's going to be mildly like that, then he can go Allsop to McAlinden. McAlinden can't get it. Ben Close. Low. That's a poor ball. We're playing bad in terms of passing today. We might have to do a bit of training in ball control. It's sloppy, put it that way. Low. Good ball up to Long, though, this time. Long. Rubbish shot, though. We haven't even got them on shoot on sight. That's what I don't quite get. They're taking stupid shots, and it's just not working. We're not converting them. Number 10, Long again. That's a bad ball again. Stupid balls we're playing today. Lascano to Blindlove gets that one back. Allsop chucks it one out. Long doesn't win the aerial battle, rather does Jack Stevens. Townsend. Myler gets it back. Burgess. Lovely ball up against McAlinden. McAlinden to Long. Please make it a good shot this time. It's a decent shot, but it's nothing too fantastic. And I think we might have to change him just to a... Maybe him to an advance forward and then McAlinden to a poach. Because it feels like McAlinden's sitting back a little bit too much. Which we don't really want him to do at the end of the day. We want him to be confident in his ability up front. Because if you're up front, I don't really think you should be supplying, the midfielder's jobs to do that. But Burgess, nearly a goal. And that'd be brilliant. A goal at this stage in our comeback. Close. McAlinden. Oh, he's offside. I thought it was a penalty. Shocking stuff. 24 minutes to go then here at the St Mary's Stadium. It looks like Southampton are going to scrape a win, but you never know who's going to happen. Close. Lovely ball into Long. Oh, so close again. For Chris Long. This is agonising to watch. We just can't get the goals in. We're getting the chances, and it is so close. We're going to have to tell the players we're demanding more. I think that's fair enough. But it is so agonising to watch at the moment. I could cry. Oh, no, we don't want to play Naismith in central midfield. Thank you. We'll replace Lowe with him. No, it's not nice to watch when we're missing all these chances. Can we get one back now? I don't think it's going to happen. I think Southampton are going to win today. Which, meh. Don't really have many opinions about that. Long, stupid pass. And it goes to Redmond. Lascano. Ward-Prowse. Here comes 4-1. I just know it. Redmond. Ridiculous. We just cannot pass. I think that's genuinely our big problem today. Well, we hadn't got retained possession on, but it's against the point. We just cannot pass. We're losing so many stupid balls, which is really the role of the defence. It looks like Jack Watmore's had an absolute mare on a 6.2, and hopefully that can improve for the Peterborough game. I mean, hopefully we can get a win, or at least a point against Huddersfield, and then we can get a win against the Posh. But no, I'm not going to say that he did well, because that's just completely wrong. It was a load of rubbish. We've got a week between now and the Huddersfield game, so I will confirm to you guys, we are going to put the focus on ball control, definitely. They wanted to put on attacking, but no, I don't want to do that. But anyway, we've got the game against Huddersfield, which I'm not going to play. I'm going to play that one off camera. And then we've got Carabao. We haven't got Carabao. We've got Peterborough, the Carabao Cup 4th round in the Abax Stadium. Can we get into the Carabao Cup quarter-final? Watch this space. If only this would just be a live season, it would be great. Honestly, that last game was fantastic. It was gutting, it had my hair torn out, but it was free. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And, look at that, Liam McAlinden back in form of a hat-trick. Just what we needed, apart from the fact it was only 1 point. We went 1-0 back down with a Donald Love goal in the 6th minute, own goal, bear in mind. Then Liam McAlinden scored 2, Donald Quayler. Colin Quayler scored 1 on the edge of half-time to make it 2-2. Then McAlinden made it 3-3. So logically I thought, well, let's take him off, bring another defender on, and then he banks Blandle, puts it in the back of the net for them. And I think, oh God, this ain't going to happen now. We're definitely not going to win now. So as a result for today's game against Posh, I think it would be appropriate for Evanks Landle to have a little bit of a run out of the side. He hasn't been doing brilliantly late, and I just think he might need a bit of a break. Now, we've got a player on trial with us who, I'll try and do this like a guess who. He's over 30, and he plays on the wings. And he's English. That's about all I'm going to give you. But he's quite well known. But that's all I'm going to give you, because if he doesn't sign, then there's no point talking about him. Just forget I've ever said that. But we're playing 4-2-2 for today's game. McAlinden along up front. The only real changes we've made, put with McGee in goal and obviously Clark in centre-back instead of Banks Landell. And as you can see, Chaplin and Thompson are making their returns from their respective injuries. Now, there's been quite a shock in this cup competition. I believe it was Stoke who beat Liverpool. Let me just have a quick check. As you can see so far, there's already been 2 games played. Stoke beat Liverpool, Barnsley beat Brighton, Leicester beat Sheffield Wednesday, but Chelsea beat Southampton. Tonight's games are Everton United, Peterborough Portsmouth, Watford Burnley, and West Brom against Swansea. So it's going to be an interesting one. If we can win tonight, obviously, we don't need to be saying this because it's quite clear we can get into the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup, which would be an absolutely tremendous achievement. It would be. The trouble is, I think we're going to get maybe to the quarter-finals and then kind of go out maybe either in the quarter-finals or the semis. I don't see us making the final, even though we did beat Man City in the 3rd round. But we're playing very well so far, it looks like. We've had 2 shots, so I will put it up to attacking because we seem to be dominating. Saying that, though, possession is a little bit wary. But Vigouroux puts it out. Love gets it to Low. Lovely ball up to Long. Can Long put it into McAlinden? Long into McAlinden. Oh, he doesn't quite get there. Edwards on the ball then for Posh now. Posh. Loa on the ball. Akpom. Into the box for Edwards. Oh, dear. Oh, just we put it on attacking. We're going, where, and they'll go, oh, let's just gloss over that, shall we? Right, let's be more disciplined. Let's just put all the settings we had on last match, basically. Let's just leave it like that. There's a long time to go. As long as we can get a goal back before half-time, that's good. But a bit of real-life football chat for a little bit. Just thinking about Akpom. Apparently, according to a news source I've read today, he's actually behind Nicotia in the choice at Arsenal, which is quite unbelievable, really. It's just amazing because Akpom's 22, has been given a few chances. I always get mixed up between Akpom and Iwobi, I must admit. But obviously, Iwobi's a lot better than Akpom. But Akpom might be leaving permanently. It's quite an interesting one. Because apart from Nicotia's 1 goal in the Cup, he hasn't really been proven. So, what can we really say? 25 minutes gone, though, here at the Abax Stadium. And it's worrying me a little bit, because, well, apparently Macklin is looking a bit interested, which is worrying me definitely. But we're not doing anything. We're really not doing anything. It's concerning me. We're not scoring any goals, obviously, but we're not really doing anything up front. And I think that it's just almost, some games we're on it, some games we're not. It's really weird. And that last game against Huddersfield, we were definitely on it, but we're just flat sometimes. And if we get 2-0 down here, which we are going to go 2-0 down, oh, Jesus Christ. Well, put it this way, I wouldn't expect to get to the 4th round, but to be knocked out by Posh is one thing, I suppose. But we're not doing too well here. I thought today, we'd beat Posh and it'd be all happy. I mean, we lost to Southampton, which I'm trying to forget that even happened now. But 2 losses in an episode? Really? What a contrast that would be to the last one. Well, we've just got to say showing something else in the second half. Can't make any changes, really. Anyone's going to come on and change the game. I think we might bring Adekanye on and see what he can do as an attacking winger. But apart from that, I think we just have to go attacking and just go for it, to be honest. Not necessarily retain possession, but just mix passing. And just tell the players to push forward. If they give it a bit of oomph, then they should be able to beat Posh. Obviously, in the league below now. So for once, which we haven't been much this season, we are actually the favourites. But we're not getting the possession. And if we go 3-0 down here, this is embarrassing. Edwards, nearly free. We've got to go on counter because we're not getting the possession. But we're going to tell the players we demand more of them. Actually, let's not, because if we score, that's a bit ironic. Oh, God, I don't think we are, though. Akpom, wishful thinking, that definitely was. Akpom, Myler gets it, not really, though. Anderson, Edwards, Loa. 3-0 Posh. Honestly, some games, I just don't get FM sometimes. Some games you play and you think, good game. Some games you play and you just don't get it. And this is one of those games. We're completely off it today. And it's really frustrating because I know that we've got the potential, but we're just not living up to it today, it's one of them. It's really frustrating, as you can probably imagine. And there's not a great degree that we can do now because we're 3-0 down against Peterborough away from home. Fair enough to Posh if they can get through, but this is a real worry for us. McAlinden, McCrory. That should be... I thought that might have been a penalty then. Low, back into the mixer. Nothing coming of it. If this is 4-0, I swear to God. Akpom. This is just shocking. We're being carved apart by Posh here. Edwards. Into the... I thought there might have been a penalty then from number 3. But Luke McGee gathers up the ball. I feel... Is it McGee? I don't know. I very much doubt it is. We can't really blame McGee at all. Adekanye. Stupid ball by Adekanye, but it doesn't work out too badly in the end. Donald Love to Low. Nice ball across to Long. If he can keep that, that's good. Long into the box. McAlinden. Nearly got one back, but Vigouroux, very impressive stopping from that. Looked like a really powerful shot that did from him, but nothing come of it. May on the edge of the box to Long. Oh, it's gone out again. This is shocking. Got half now. At least we're showing a bit more intent now, but we're just flat. We're not doing it today. So McAlinden, I think we're going to bring off for Armstrong. He's got abysmal morale, but hopefully he can show us what he can do today. But what a disappointing end to our Carabao Cup campaign, eh? It's just peculiar. Some games are on it, some games we're not, and I just don't quite get it. There's no pattern to it, and some games you think, you know, we should be able to do it. In fact, most games we do, but we don't do it sometimes. But Long into Armstrong, nothing comes of it. Of course it doesn't. McCrory and number 13 just lost to Taffel Solly. Clark, McCrory. We're going to lose the ball. It's going to be 4-0. I can feel it. Clark, lovely ball to Armstrong. And we can't even get one back there. Deary me. Credit to the, Posh defence. They're playing well, but we're just playing crap. We're missing all our chances. McCrory, May, Myler, Burgess, Love, Long, Low, back into Myler. Can he put it back into the box? Nothing comes of it once again. Oh, that's my catchphrase today. Deary me. The one game I don't show that we've actually scored. We've only scored once in today's episode. And things aren't looking too bright. It kind of puts back into perspective where we're supposed to be this season. But considering what we've done so far, we've trumped 2 Premier League clubs. It's really disappointing to go out to someone like Posh, isn't it? I don't mean any disrespect to Peterborough like that, but they're the league below at the end of the day, and they shouldn't be beating us 3-0, simple as. But as I said, it puts back into perspective, we're only a club that got promoted last year, and maybe we shouldn't be expecting too much, but that's really disappointing. We're out of the Carabao Cup, it's a shame. After going against Yeovil, Bournemouth and City, it's a real shame. We've still got the FA Cup, but I don't think that's going to be... That's just not going to happen, is it? So when are we going to come back for tomorrow's episode? It's a bit of a tricky one, actually. I don't quite know when to come back. Don't have to leave it as a bit of a surprise for you, folks. Let's leave it as a surprise. If you've enjoyed that, folks, I have been TIJ, and obviously, if you have enjoyed that, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. We're nearly at 400 subscribers now, so thank you so much to all you new subscribers. And it seems the view figures are going quite high on these episodes, so it seems you guys are really enjoying them. So if you can leave comments about how you're enjoying the content, that will really make me happy, as well as leaving a like. That's really appreciated and makes me feel a bit better about all this content that I'm going into making. But anyway, I've been TIJ. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, just a quick thing. If you can guess who that Wingrees who's on trial, you can have a like in the comments. I think that's good enough, isn't it? I've been TIJ. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.